any of my old pals still on this frequency.
What's your name?
What's up, Thomas? What's up, Thomas?
I'm just kind of wandering around. Got no place to go. I'm getting kind of hungry and I can't find any food.
Talk to me on my private.
James, come in.
Copy.
How have you been? Where'd you go to?
I'm living off the grid. I know everybody went back to Cat's Castle. Um, you might want to go there because I'm in hiding.
Yeah, figured. And just so you know, not everyone went back here. I'm not too sure where, but Eli and River are off someplace. Are you alone?
And there's a couple people with me, but River and Eli have their own like little trading shop that they set up somewhere.
You got any idea where?
I think they're near the castle, top of Leaky, I think, somewhere in there, that area. They're not that far, I don't think, from the castle. But there was a deal made with the cannibals, and I don't know who I can trust because obviously there was a leak inside our walls in the southern compound, and yeah.
Alright, listen. I don't want any confrontation or anything, but why did you think I was the rat?
I didn't think you were the rat. People weren't listening to what I said, and they got their emotions a little too high. I said at one moment I did think you were the rat because when you seen Crawley and you didn't do anything, I understood because you were a 16-year-old kid. And I said that to you when you told me, but it was the days after that you got real weird. And when I went to rest about a week ago, when I woke up, everybody was acting weird. So my suspicions were high. And I don't think you're the rat. I was saying possibilities of what I was thinking to everybody on who the rat could be. And I was scratching names off that list. And people got a little annoyed and they jumped to conclusions of what I was trying to say. But you're good, you know. But our group was double crossed. And I was told never to return back to the castle. So the people that I looked out for and cared about turned their backs on me.
know, you weren't there at that meeting, but I was. Kat, Remy, and Tim showed up too, but they were kind of late. You see, there was one of the cannibals were there, Anthony, and he told me some things, and there wasn't a rat inside of our walls, but there was somebody else outside our walls that kept an eye out for us, on us. I don't really know who it is, but my immediate thought was that bartender dude. The guy was trying to be all nice with Stacy because one of the cannibals, the guy that was there, said that this spy was from Gershino.
Right. But before that guy, that bartender guy, I think his name's Cody, showed up, things were leaking out. The whole time the cannibals were one step ahead of us. And there was only certain people in our compound that have sensitive information on what we were doing and how we were dealing with the cannibals. They found out my name, because I always told them my name was Riley. So the rat, I'm not going to take the word of a cannibal, because they're very deceptive. I studied them fuckers for weeks on end. And yeah, the rat was definitely inside our walls. I can't confirm it, but I know. Because I started only giving certain information to certain people. I kind of figured who the rat was. Now I know, I think. But the other thing is, the cannibals always want a trophy. And they left without getting their trophy. But I think they did get their trophy because I think Adam was giving up, and I think I was also one of the people on that list that was supposed to be giving up. And they don't give anything away for free. They will make business deals, and if you follow your part of the bargain, they will follow through on whatever they promised you. And all I know is there's a lot of supplies that was given to the castle from the cannibals. And then everybody left me behind and left in the middle of the night. And for days on end before that happened, a lot of people were giving me attitude and giving me the cold shoulder. And I think the attitude part was of their own guilt of knowing what my fate was.
Listen, man, it was a hard time for all of us. I didn't really want to leave yet, but, after that meeting, after I heard about Adam and stuff, Kat kind of took me with her, pretty much forced me to. Didn't want to, but I had no reason to protest because I knew that she was just going to drag me with her. But now I'm out here because I like that castle, but on the other end, I can't really stand feeling that locked up. So I'm out here, just going around, risking my life, trying to find some fucking food.
Would anybody be willing to trade a car and maybe like a storage tent or something?
No, I understand, but nobody has seen Adam in weeks. What do you think happened to him? That's number one. Number two is we haven't heard Adam's side of the story at all. It's all speculation and other people's word. And when people were making deals with the cannibals, I can't take their word for it. All I have to say is stay safe, brother. Because everything that I try to do and protect people and everything, in the end, they all turned their back on me. And they made a deal. and they were upset because I jumped the walls, the cannibals, and everybody's since like understanding where the cannibals are coming from. They killed and tortured our people. So some kind of deal was made. And the reason we fell is because there was people inside of our walls, I think high-ranking people that wanted to protect people that were close to them and they didn't give a fuck who got hurt in the process. A lot of things I started to realize at the end. The reason I didn't get caught by the cannibals or captured is because I started realizing I was getting stabbed in the back. So stay safe, brother. That's all I can tell you. You're probably never going to see me again.
It's not that, man. At that meeting with other people, we had talks. Kat, she told me the truth. She was also hiding out information, but it's something that she only told us now. Don't get mad at other people or thinking that there was a rat or a snake or whatever the fuck there might have been, because it wasn't. Every speculation, every whatever the fuck about Adam was true. He made deals with the cannibals. He gave them guns, plate carriers, helmets, gear that they needed. He wanted to have the cannibals kill everybody at Tech, and that included me, River, Remy, Kat, Andre, everybody. And Adam somehow broke the deal. Cannibals got mad. They still want Remy since a dispute they had when he was still in Tech. And now they just want Adam, and pretty much everybody else wants Adam too. Adam is the one to blame for everything. Adam caused all of this. Not a rat, not a snake, not the fucking cannibals, not the Alliance. It was all fucking Adam. He made the wrong choices. He led us here. The only person to blame is Adam.
Where's your proof? Because you're hearing this from secondhand information, and there's a lot of supplies at the castle. The cannibals gave the castle a bunch of supplies. So right there, that's a deal with the cannibals. And everybody leaves and doesn't even tell me. And everybody for weeks on end, seeing how hard I was working to protect us at the southern compound. There was a deal made, and I was left out of it. And there's some sensitive information that you just said that Kat told you when it comes down to the cannibals. You're going by people's word. I think they're trying to manipulate you and cover up their tracks. And the reason they left me out of it, because they know I'm smart enough to figure it the fuck out. I did nothing wrong to be pushed off to the side, but my family left me to die. And that's the truth.
Listen, man, if the entire fucking country is telling the exact same thing about one person, then it might as well just be true. And about Kat, there wasn't any deal made with them. The cannibals came by before they left. They gave Remy and Kat a wedding gift. That was it. There was no deal to be made. There's nothing. Besides, you can't really blame the cannibals for everybody's deaths. Waylon, they had a talk with it, but Waylon decided himself it was better for him to end. He was old. He wasn't going to live very long in this world, so he decided a quick bullet would be the best way. Even though the cannibals were the ones that shot him, it was Waylon's choice to die. As for Jace, Isaiah, and Kelly, they were just following orders. Shoot on sight if they found cannibals. And that order was given by Adam. Adam was the one to blame. The cannibals didn't kill Dallas. He killed himself. It's the cold fucking truth, and I don't like it. But it's the way it is.
Do you listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth? You can't blame the cannibals for these people dying? Yeah, you can. Now, there was a deal made because cannibals don't give things away. They don't. They left the country. Rumor has it they left the country without any trophies. The thing is, the cannibals like their trophies. I'm telling you right now, I don't believe it. I'm sorry, Thomas. Stay safe. Stay safe. And hopefully I see you years from now, but you're not going to see me. I'm ending this conversation. This is James Riley, out.
Howdy. How you doing, man?
Sorry, I was in my, I was talking in my head. A lot of shit. I don't know what bylaws told you, so I'll come in and so, I don't know if you've been at the castle, but, yeah, they got a bunch of supplies from the cannibals there that was apparently given to Kat as a wedding gift for her and Remy. Yeah, yeah.
Does not surprise me.
I have a theory, but I can't prove it. So we know there was a leak. You know that, right? The cannibals said the leak wasn't inside our walls. It was outside of our walls. It was someone from Grashino. Well, I'm not going to take the word of a cannibal, but the only person that was inside our walls that was from Grashino was Cho. Thing is, though, Cho was not involved in a lot of our meetings. I think the leak was Kat. And the reason I think that is because one of the first times that the cannibals showed up at our walls, she immediately started building the castle. I think she knew everything that was coming. I think um, she organized or struck a deal with the cannibals to save Remy. I don't know if Remy knows all this. I think once Remy and Adam disappeared, or whatever happened to them, I think she started telling people in high command. Everything was fine. It seemed like the cannibals were one step ahead of us, and then I took that rest about a week and a half ago, whenever it was. And when I woke up, everything was different. Eli had a crazy ass attitude. It was like he was losing it. River kept on giving me an attitude for no reason. Cho was distant from me. Chestnut was kind of cool, but you could tell something was off with him. Kat was giving me the cold shoulder. I asked everybody what happened in camp. I couldn't get any answers. For stuff to change that dramatically in like a 48-hour period, something had to happen. What I think, I can't prove it, what I think is Kat turned around and told our group that she's going to give up me and Adam because I'm never going to stop this war. And I think she said it in a way to scare everybody, or only told certain people. I have a castle. Everybody come to the castle with me. So when I woke up, that's why everybody was different towards me. Now, two days before they left to go to the castle, Eli and River left out of nowhere. Eli stepped down and he went his separate way because I don't think he could agree to this deal. So he left, him and River, to set up a trader. 2 days later, everybody left in the middle of the night and no one told me anything. So me and Bylaw went to the castle to have a conversation with Kat and their people. And Dante was there. Once we walked in, Kat was like, you can see we've done a lot of work. And there was a shit ton of tents. She's like, yeah, all these tents and everything came from the cannibals. It was a wedding gift. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So we sit down for this meeting. I start going over possible spies that I thought. Once I said Thomas, because Thomas was part of our, I don't think Thomas is a spy. It was like I was going through people and I was scratching their names off. Once I said Thomas, River snapped at me. He's not a fucking spy. I was like, I never said he did. She wouldn't let me talk. So I started giving her attitude. Eli pulls out a gun. Doesn't aim it, pulls out a gun. I'm like, Eli, are you fucking kidding me? You're going to pull a fucking gun on me? Everything we've been through? He's like, well, you're talking to my lady all wrong. I'm like, still, they're words. You're going to pull a fucking gun on me for words? I said, she gave me an attitude. Kat tries to calm everybody down. She shoots a gun off in the air, a revolver. I said, Kat, that doesn't scare me. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. I said, everything I fucking done, and I'm like, and I'm being treated this way? And I was like, I've done everything I could in my power to save everybody in this group for over a fucking month. She says, we all pulled together. I said, actually, you were coming to this fucking castle every fucking night when I was fucking stressed the fuck out in the compound, worrying about the cannibal showing up. I only did that when everybody was sleeping. I turned around, I said, you don't know if everybody was sleeping. I said, and there was times you were at the castle and the fucking cannibals showed up. Now, here's the other thing. I didn't say this, but I'm going to say it to you. That castle project took so many fucking resources away from the southern compound. Hammers, building supplies, whatever the case may be. With that being said, I can't tell you how many people came to our walls looking for building supplies, willing to trade for ammo. We're in the middle of a fucking war. So anyway, so Dante gets in Kat's face. You're making fucking deals with the cannibals. Da, 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 da. He says, and we just let them go. She says, we'll never see Adam again. So, what do you know? Adam's dead? How do you know we'll never see Adam again? The cannibals apparently went to new hunting grounds, and they're never going to return. I'm like, how the fuck do you know that? That's what they told us. So you're taking once more the word of a cannibal. So I grabbed Bylaw, Dante, and we left. And then, as I'm walking out of the gates, Kat turns around in front of all her people. Now, they're not my people. They're her people. And says, I don't understand, James. You agreed to the ceasefire. I turned around. I'm at the gate. Gate's still open. I said, the fuck I did. She says, you did. I said, no, the fuck I did. She says, when I told you, you turned around and said, I agree. I said, that's not what I said. I said to you, I understand that you want the ceasefire, but I'm not going to take the word of a cannibal. And if they show up here and I see an opportunity to take them out, I'm fucking taking it. I'm not making peace with a fucking cannibal. She goes, that's not what you said. I said, the fuck it ain't. I said, it's exactly what I said. I walk away, get like 3 feet away from her, out the gate. She turns around and goes, don't ever return. She doesn't want me around them because she doesn't want fucking people to hear my side of the story. She fucking double crosses.
So who's with her now? Who's with her now?
Chestnut. I obviously Eli's allies with her. So it's Remy, Kat, Chestnut, there was a lot of people there, and I can't think of all of them. Eli, River, obviously. The guy, Frank, he died. He got killed by the
Dead.
Yeah, he got killed by the foxhound.
I was there.
Okay. I don't know if Thomas is there, but I said Thomas there. I was just talking to Thomas on the radio. He's trying to convince me that there was no deal made. I said, number one, I said, I'm going to tell you something right now, Thomas. I said, I studied them cannibals for weeks. I said, they left without a trophy. Bullshit. I said, no one has seen Adam. I said, I'm kind of starting to think that Adam got killed months ago. Or some shit, and they wanted Remy. And she made a deal to fucking give me the fuck up. That's why I was left behind. Number two, cannibals don't just give fucking wedding gifts. There was some kind of deal struck, and they will stay by their word when it comes down to a business deal. They're not just going to give all their fucking supplies away. So basically, from what I understand, everybody that was in the southern compounds with them, besides me, you, Bylaw, and Dante, Quinn's at some other location. I don't know where Quinn's at. And Andre, I haven't heard any word from Andre.
Do you want to hear it from my perspective while you were taking your rest?
Yes.
Things were weird pretty much from that time where you took that rest, right?
Right.
And then, so I noticed things. I started noticing things. They were spending less and less time at the southern compounds. Every time I was awake, it was like the cars were gone. They were over doing that. Yeah, they're all doing that. And so I thought, oh, okay. So I gathered up who I can. Went out, did some drills. It was me, Chestnut. Almost every now and then we were doing Bilo. He was linking up more and more with us. We were still running the drills, and I thought, yeah, this ain't sitting right with me. So I'm gonna be real with you. I was planning to get a group together, get the Rangers together, and we were going to go after the cannibals. And essentially, what we were saying was, fuck what Command thinks. This is what we were going to do. So we were keeping all of Command out of the loop. You, Eli, Kat, everybody. We met up outside of Starry, and I said, we're going to go take the fight to them. Because we didn't want the Command to get wind of it, right?
Right. I would have been okay with it, though, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. But it was me, Eli, Dante, Barlow, Chestnut, Cho was there. We were going through it, and we were saying, this is how we're going to do it, and me and Eli, we decided that we were going to keep things on the down line. And Eli and Dante asked me how far do they think I was willing to go? Would I torture people, kill people to get the information we needed? And I said, look, as far as I'm concerned, I still hear wailing screams in my head. So yes, of course I fucking would.
Right.
Then we decided this is what we're going to do. We were going to start taking the plan of taking things out. But Eli wanted to talk to Kat first. Eli wanted to see where Kat's mind was at. So she reluctantly came into the house with me and Eli made her explain about this ceasefire, made her explain about what was going on, how we could trust them, how we could trust Command, all this sort of stuff. And so I put forward a plan, and I said, well, when you meet up with these cannibals, how about me and a few selected my guys wait in the tree line and we take them the fuck out? You go and do that. She was very, very reluctant to agree to that. She said, no, we're going to see how it goes. We're going to see, we want this ceasefire, and then we're going to slowly start preparing and getting ready to take them out. It'd be a full ceasefire. They let them think that we're cowering to them. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, look, I'm led by you, but I'm going to prepare.
Right.
Literally. And then I went to sleep for a bit. Don't know what happened during that time, but when I woke up, they were doing their thing. And then literally woke up like a couple of days ago or a day ago, and they were all coming back from Corona, and we hear some shit going down with the foxhounds over at the Overlook, and everyone's just like, yeah, we're gonna go and defend them. I put out, why the fuck are we defending them when they would turn us over at the first minute, right?
Right.
They would give us up straight away. Like, they fucking hate us. Why would we do that? Oh yeah, they're our allies, blah 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 bullshit. So me, I'm just itching for a fight, so I run over to Overlook with them. See Frank go down, Cat gets shot, Remy's going fucking crazy. We end up fucking killing these guys, and Hudson gets tagged as well. So then Bilo was trying to get me on the radio, and he said, yeah, we'd like to meet up essentially. And then it all just went to shit really quickly, man. And there was clearly something going on, whether it was Cat, whether it was Remy, whether it was someone else, I don't know, man. But I linked up with Barlow and said, look, regardless of how this whatever meeting was going to go down, the meeting you were talking about,
Hold on, I got dirt in my ear.
I was gone.
Say that
Yeah.
last part about the
I'm sorry.
meeting. I had dirt in my ear.
I said, regardless of how this meeting was going to go down,
Hmm.
I was leaving the orchard
Right.
and taking whoever wanted to come with me, and we were gonna try and track these guys down, and then we find out the cannibals had left,
And they just all
and
let them leave. They all let them
yeah,
leave.
yeah,
And
yeah,
Thomas
and
is
it was
telling
just
me Whalen asked for to be killed by a bullet. It's like, no. He asked to not be tortured. He knew he was going to die regardless. Can you just take me out the easy way? And they basically mercifully killed him. Mercifully, or whatever you want to fucking call it. But they were going to torture him. And he was already fucking screaming, so what are you talking about? He was tortured. Like, you get what I'm saying? And
yeah,
it's
and that's
like, oh, you can't blame the cannibals and shit. And it's like, you know what, dude? I really think Kat struck a deal with them a long time ago because she kept on saying to everybody, like me and her would talk about strategy plans and stuff like that. And she's like, you know, people are going to die. I'm like, I understand that. I don't want that to happen, but we're at war. Like, more people are going to die if we don't stop them. And then she would turn around in front of everybody to scare the whole community and go, if there's 15 of us and there's only 5 of them, they're going to take out more than 10 of us. We might win the war in the end, but are you guys willing to die? Like, she kept on putting doubt into people's head,
mm.
which I think opened the
I mean,
door for her to manipulate them later on.
yeah, man. And look, regardless of whatever the fuck she's done with these cannibals, the shit started when we let the refugees of Tech in, when we let Remy in, when we
Right,
let Cat in.
right,
Look, Thomas was probably the only solid one. But as soon as we let them in, they brought their problems to us. In all honesty, we should have said, right, get the fuck out of the gates. You go deal with the cannibals, and you're not welcome here. But no one wanted to do that.
right. And I
None of
was
us,
new at
none of
that
us,
time.
none. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I
It's
mean?
look. What I want to know is, regardless of whatever's happens in the past is in the past. We will face. Cat will face the music. Remy will face the music. They'll get their time,
Right.
But what what do you plan to do now?
Well, I
We're
don't.
here.
I I want them all dead. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody in the group, but like the people that were at the orchard, the high command. If Adam's still out there, I think Adam's dead. That's my opinion. But if there's a chance that Adam's out there, I want to hear Adam's side of the story before I make a decision on that. And we could talk to Adam or whatever, and if we don't like what we're hearing, we could put a bullet in his head because innocent people died because of, like you just said, the people that we brought in from Tech and Adam. Now, the whole thing with Eli, I have a feeling that Eli knows this whole plan. And for him, I promoted Eli to lieutenant. And it's like, if you know about the plan that I'm thinking that I have in my head that they did, it's like, you couldn't warn me as a brother.
I, to be honest with you, I he was going to pretty dark places last time I spoke to him,
Right,
and
right,
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be real with you. He confided in me that him and Dante, and this stays between you and me, man,
hmm,
because he confided in me. But he shot up that gas station near Viable because he thought Viable were working with the cannibals.
right. The
You know,
terrorist attack.
you
Right,
know, yeah, that was them.
right. Well, I didn't know Eli was
And
involved, but Dante told me that he was going around fucking with the other groups to try to get them out of their walls to everybody join forces to go after the cannibals.
that's probably it then. But fact is with Eli, I don't think he was involved in this.
Okay.
But if he was, yeah, if he was, then we need to find some sort. So your plan is pretty much we're going after Cat
We're
and
going.
Remy, right?
Right, right. We're going after Kat and Remy, and then we can get the information out of them of what Eli knew. And if Eli was involved in any way, then Eli's next. Um, the hardest decision to make for me is putting Eli on that list because I looked at Eli as a little brother. You know what I mean? Me and him had a lot of fun together. We strategized together, and it's hard for me to even think that way. And the only reason I am is because he left 2 days before everybody else did. And it was like I took it as to give him a head start. But he's allies with Cat. And that's the thing. So I
Yeah.
don't want
So
Cat,
Thomas.
right? I don't want them to know that it's us. They're going to put it together. So we're going by the Sons of Liberty, right? If we get any bigger, that's going to be our group. This force, this team, this unit that we're coming up with right now, that's going to go out and do missions and stuff, we're going to go by the Bloodhounds. So if you look through these crates, I got 2 armbands. I don't know if anybody else uses them, but um, I'm trying to think. I'm thinking about like deception. I'm going to put posters around for the Bloodhounds and the Sons of Liberty. The Sons of Liberty are going to be more like a peaceful charity group, but we're not going to give any charity out because no one's going to know where we're at. It's just deception. So when Kat and Remy and the others are seeing these posters going up, they don't know who we are. And then you got the Bloodhounds, which is going to be a little bit more darker, of like we know what you did. You get what I'm saying? And we're coming after you and shit like that to get them fucked up. I don't know. It's just a thought right now. But I think the first thing that we need to do is to fix this place up. Make sure we have a water pump, a water source, finish the fucking walls. I Here, come with me real quick because I prayed about this and it would work. So this wall right here, I want to extend it across to the other side of the street and then run all the way across to the other side of the bridge. Block this whole road off and that bridge. And that bridge is going to be inside our compound. That's where our gate would be. Our gate's going to be right here on the road. And then that's all on the other side of the road is going to be a wall. And then we go straight across the bridge and then trace it and then connect it to this wall. So this wall is going to get moved over to the other side of the road. And then block that off. And then we can put like a checkpoint here and then put towers in the corners and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can see why you prayed on it, but it's probably going to be, as long as it doesn't block off like a main road, I don't see why it should be an issue.
Yeah, they gave me
that's a good thing, because then...
They gave me the okay, the gods.
Yeah, I mean, fact is we're going to probably need to build an outer wall once we get these sort of gone there. I mean, because going by how the attack from the Foxhounds was on the Overlook, what saved them was their outer walls, if you know what I mean, because it took them a while to get through. You know, so it kind of works that way. So I'm turning down my radio.
There you go. So I think we need.
Yeah, it took them a while to sort of get through.
Right. So what I'm thinking is, I think we need to set our base up, which actually takes us away and out of people's minds for a little while, and then we start doing what we're doing. So, because of how it ended the other day, I'm pretty sure that the castle's probably on high alert because of what Dante was saying. He was like, "I'll fucking be back" and all that shit. Dante, I know, is going to be with us once he hears the plan, but the thing is, controlling Dante, of sitting back just for a little bit, is going to be extremely hard. He wants to torture Cat. He already said it. He's like, "I want to torture her." Because, you know, Dante's whole thing was, before all this shit happened, he fought cannibals. He hunted them down. And now that the cannibals are gone, he kept on saying to me, he's like, "I got no fucking purpose in life. I got no purpose in life." And I was like, "Nah, we still have a purpose, dude. I don't..." My biggest worry was, I didn't think you were going to be okay with this.
Me?
Yeah. I thought you were going to, like, doubt that they double-crossed us or anything.
I look at this logically, right? And I look at things that just don't add up. And there are variables in this situation, and the only two that do not add up is Cat and Remy,
Right.
right? They came into this equation and they had no prior allegiance to us, right? They came in because we took them in because tech went to shit. He knew Adam, but then Adam was quickly put out of the picture, and they became the main commanding forces while everyone's gone, right? Obviously, I mean, I know you were part of that as well, but they seem to have this, I don't know, this overarching say, which I just didn't like. I mean, in fact, me and Waylon, and Isaiah, everyone like that, we were in from the beginning, right? And then things just fucking
changed.
What really
Right.
pissed me off. Yeah, it changed. Yeah, it changed, and they just don't add up. So they got to answer some questions and
Right.
say what the fuck they did,
Right.
and all these whispered conversations that were going on, between them two, and what I don't understand is they killed our friends. They killed people. They ate people right in front of us,
Right.
and they made a fucking deal with them.
Right.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, the reason I'm okay with this is because they're no more different than the cannibals. They didn't eat people, but they gave them up.
Right. They gave it innocence up.
That's
Right.
exactly.
Right. So I had
So
a
whether it's the cannibals, whether it's them, they pay for it. That's my thing.
right. So when I thought about this, and I was talking to Bylaw, and I didn't know that the cannibals left, and I thought the cannibals were still here. I came up with a list of rules that we would go by. So I want you to hear these rules. The Sons of Liberty's rules. Number one, we don't return until every last cannibal is dead or we are. Number two, under no circumstances do we tell people where our headquarters is. Number three, we have to be willing to die for your brother of Sons of Liberty. I'm going to fix that one a little bit. Basically, die for the man next to you. Number four, you have to carry your orders out to the best of your ability. 5, high command does not keep secrets from anybody inside this group. 6, when it comes down to making decisions, I have the final say. 7, to be a member of the Sons of Liberty, you have to accept all these rules. Do you know what I mean? And what I mean by like making me final decisions, so when I was first thinking about this, I was thinking about making you a general and making Quinn a lieutenant. And having, basically, there was 8 of us on the list, having 2 groups, do you know what I mean, of going out missions of finding out exactly where the cannibals were. Because I have a spot down south that I think they were living at, and I think I found a place up north that I think they were living at. But this ain't about the cannibals anymore. And me, you, and Quinn, and Bylaw would sit down and discuss strategies and everything like that. Having a meeting, have opinions, you throw your shit on the table, Quinn, me, Bylaw, but at the end of the day, when all that shit is said and done, it's like, I'll make the decision. And people have to follow their orders out. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, there are no cannibals, so we could scratch most of them rules, and me and you can fucking run this place together. But I just want to let you know, when it comes down to in here, making them rules or decisions and everything like that, that's one thing. But I was going to let you know, when we're out in the field, you guys are running it. If I'm with you guys, I'm just a normal soldier. You get what I'm saying? Like, you guys come up with your tactics and shit because you guys been training and shit. The people that I had on this list of people to come here, me, Bylaw, Quinn, Dante, you, Andre, Gangus, and Chestnut was on that list too, but I took him off because I don't know where his where he lies.
Legions.
Like, right, where his legions lies.
What about Thomas?
Thomas, he's 16 years old, and I just had a conversation with him on the radio, and he's basically trying to tell me that I'm wrong of what I'm thinking. I didn't give him any details like I do. I said there was a deal made. Cannibals don't. I'm like, Thomas, listen to what you're saying. Cannibals don't just give all their supplies away, but they did. They gave it to the castle. When the castle and Remy and Kat were enemies, no longer than a week ago, they wanted fucking Remy. And now they're like, oh, congratulations, you guys are getting married. Here's all your fucking wedding gifts. I said, what part of that makes sense? These fucking people eat people. They torture people.
Just playing devil's advocate here. One thing we should consider. What if this is what they want?
The cannibals? Right.
What if they
Hold on.
want us to mistrust each other, you know?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just saying consider it, man. Like, what if they want us to fight each other? That's their final win, is that they get us to kill each other off.
Okay, that's a good thought, theory. But let's put me in Cat's shoes, you know, and the cannibals drop all the supplies by my fucking feet. What do you think my response is going to be? You can pick that shit up and take it with you. I don't want any of that. And I don't give a fuck
Shoot
if
them in
it,
the fucking face.
or that, but I don't care if there's night vision in there or whatever, even though I want and need night vision. Nah, go fuck yourself. And they said, here's the other thing. I forgot to say. They said they didn't like me. I always told them my name was Riley too, and I was brand new in the group because I didn't want them to know I was high command, and because I wanted to deceive them in a way. They said they didn't like James Riley. This came out of Catsmouth the other day at the castle. I said, wait a minute, they know my name? Yeah. How'd they find out my name? I don't know, but moving on. No, that's a big fucking thing. Where's the fucking leak? But anyway, it does not matter. Um,
Mm.
she said that you gave them attitude every time that you were on the wall. I'm like, no, I didn't. I tried to talk to them the exact same way Kat talked to them. Kat talked to them very nicely. And I seen that she got a little bit of information out of them and kept them talking. That's how I came at them. And they said I always had an attitude, which is not true. So what that tells me is they knew about me and they gave me attitude because they knew I was lying to them. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I really think fucking Kat was talking to him the whole time, and I think she did it to save fucking Remy. And here's the thing. I know the theories and the what happened to Tech, but how do we know that Kat and Remy weren't behind all that? And that's what they do. They go into a group, they steal all the supplies that they can get, all the resources that they can get, and then they fucking destroy it from within, and then bounce.
Fact is, we need answers. We don't know anything right now.
Right, it's all
When
theory.
we get answers, and then we decide. It's all
Right,
theory. But
right,
we need to find out some answers. And they won't give us proper answers unless we have a gun to their head.
right.
I know Kat and I know Remy. But fact is, they're resourceful. They're good fighters. We're gonna need to be smarter and faster than them.
And I know how
Let's
you're
go
gonna.
to the house. I got.
Sorry, the way that you can
Yeah,
get.
let's go
Go where? Where are we going?
into the house. I got something to discuss with you.
Oh,
But finish your point.
so the only way that you're going to get Kat to talk, and I think she's the one who has all the information, not Remy, is you threatened it. If you threaten to hurt Remy.
Fact is, let's take one step at a time.
Right.
Let's get this place secure. I like your idea of the two groups idea. You know, as public, we're Sons of Liberty. We are that. What's the thing? You know, we don't let everyone know where the. We could let people know where this base is. This is just a theory, right? This is just an idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't actively tell the information, but if it gets out, it gets out, sort of thing.
Right.
But that means we can actively recruit from this place. We'll get our numbers up, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then the place
Hello.
is in the tree line.
You stopped talking for a little bit. The other place,
Oh,
and
sorry,
then
man.
other place, and then you
Yeah,
stopped.
yeah. The other place that is just north of here. It's just to the east of the hunting camp. It's a little enclosed space. It's in the tree line. It's got walls. All it's gonna need is a gate and a wall.
Talking about the place
We
next to the
pretty
tracks.
Yeah,
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 I like that place. I was there.
yeah. So that would Yeah, that was pretty much where we base the bloodhounds from. We put all our gear in there, all the stuff that we're gonna wear, and once we
Hmm.
get enough people within the Suns who are good fighters, who we think we can trust and bring in, then we bring them over to the Bloodhound. And so basically, that will be where we will operate from.
I
That's
like
like
it.
the location we will.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like it. I like it. I even got a logo made up for the Bloodhounds already. I'll send it. I'll give it to you once I get it out of my bag and shit like that. I do like it. I like that idea. You're gonna have to recruit people. You got to find Quinn. You got to talk to Dante. Tell him everything. You got to get Dante to calm down. He was part of your Ranger group and everything like that. Because he wants fucking blood and he wants it now. The only problem is if we do it now, it can fuck up everything else that we're trying to do. Um, I don't know if we could trust Chestnut. I really don't know.
Going by how he was when we were fighting the Foxhounds up at the Overlook,
Hmm.
he's very much in. He's very much in Cat and Remy's pocket. If
Right.
I turned around to him and said, "Look, I want you with me," I don't know. I don't know if I can trust him. I'll be real with you, mate.
I don't either. I don't, and that's the weird thing to me because Chestnut was always loyal, and then something changed. Once I woke up, everything was different.
I mean, Genghis has always been with me and Bilal. There's
Yeah.
never been any doubt
Well,
about that.
he's
He's
out
always been
there.
here.
Bylaw has had contact with him. He says he is coming in with us. So we have Genghis. We got me, you, Bylaw, Genghis. That's four right now. And Dante is out there. I know he's going to be with us if we go with this plan and everything, but he has to. He's going to be our wild card. Not that we can't trust him. We're absolutely going to be able to trust him, but he might just go out and do his own thing at times. We got to get him in and say, listen, dude, we're with you. You just got to be with us. You know what I mean? Sometimes these things take a little bit of time. Just have a little bit of patience. So that's five.
Yeah.
If Dante, right? If we can get Quinn, that's six.
Look, if we appeal to Quinn, we bring him in and we say, "Listen, this is for Waylon. We're gonna get these people for Waylon."
Right.
He'll be on board. I have one other person who I haven't been. I haven't given him any details about anything what happened, but he's someone that I knew from back in the QZ,
Okay.
and he's trustworthy. You
Hmm.
might have already met him anyway.
What's his name?
Do you remember? Do you remember Ralph?
Mm-mm. No.
He was on the walls a while back. I put him out there as like my contact out in the field. So if he came across any cannibals, he would come and let me know. But he went to sleep for a long while and he's never got the info. He's running with a group called the Iron Wall now. I think.
That's Stacy. Or not Stacy.
Yeah, I think
That's not. It's not Stacy. It's Charlie.
Vincent. I think maybe
Charlie.
Charlie or Vincent, whatever.
Yeah, Charlie that was living next door to us, and then she left. She lost her eye to the foxhounds, and they hunted her down and all that stuff. It's Charlie, and I want to say her friend. I can't remember her friend's name, but they started the Iron Wall. That it's a new group that
Yeah, so
just started up. It's a trading group.
so he's running with them at the moment. But when last time I spoke to him on the radio, he said he has access to a Humvee,
Mm.
and it's his It's his Humvee. So I'm saying we do bring him in.
Hmm.
We don't tell him all the stuff that's going on. Just say, hey, come to this community. We're gonna need you. We want your expertise. You know, it, pretty much just give him a grandiose story, saying, hey, yeah, look, we're just setting up a community here. We're gonna go out and help people, which we are gonna do. As
Yeah,
I said,
eventually.
this
Once,
is my
right,
idea.
right. Once this is all done, and we can put all this bullshit behind us with the cannibals and everything, I want to help people. That's what I want to do. You know what I mean? But whatever. I'm
That's what I
sorry.
was saying. No, so that's what I'm saying. I'm saying we present a public face as the Sons. You know,
Right,
we
right,
go
right.
out. We set out aid stations. So we set up these stations around different towns where we offer food, medical. You know, Barlow can do his doctor services wherever. So we
Mm.
present ourselves as these holier than thou Sons of Liberty. We're here to help, sort of thing, right?
Hmm.
Maybe even link up with the Viable PD. You know, saying, hey, we're here to help you. We're offering aid to people. This is just an idea. But in the background, as the Bloodhounds, this
Right,
is what we're doing,
right. I
you
like
know?
it. I like it.
So
I like it.
we bring in this new guy, Ralph, and we say, look, we're going out to help people, this is what we're going to do. And if he proves to be trustworthy,
Then we bring
and
them over to the other
who I think he
place.
is, we bring him in. Yeah, exactly.
I like it. I fucking like it. I like it a lot. Fucking yeah, I love this, dude, because you're right. We can make this our recruiting center, and then that other place, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's got like a hunting cabin in there, and it's blue tarp and a couple watchtowers, and then it has two places where we can put gates up, and it's right off of the tracks. I know exactly what you're talking about. We make that the Bloodhound headquarters, and everybody that's there knows exactly what we're doing. But here we're peace. Over there we're war.
Mm. I've already started setting up improvised shelters in the tree line not far from there, where
Okay.
I've just started setting up it's like little fallback points of where we set ammo. So if shit goes south, we know where we're going, and we can sort of get there in a pinch. You know,
Mhm.
um, it's quite near a military compound which I raid regularly, and it's I always seem to come up with ammo there.
Mhm.
So it's quite decent, and it's near enough a supplies. And I think the railroad just north, it takes us quite close to Corona, which is shit, but
Right.
there seems to be crashed trains there quite frequently.
Mhm.
So it's worthy. It's a good spot, but that's my idea. Look, you're running this, man. These are just my ideas.
No,
If you,
I think we do this together. To be honest with you, Reg, what do you think about that?
man, I'm with you. I
Yeah.
mean, if you want to be the if you want to be the public face of it, I'm happy with that.
Well, I'm kind of in hiding right now. I don't want anybody knowing where I'm at. That's my problem.
Mm.
Because and
Yeah,
it's not that I'm scared. It's like out of sight, out of mind. I want Kat and Remy and everybody else to think I'm not around. So like when I leave these walls, I'm going to be like in a mask and everything. I'm going to be quiet, just a soldier. You get what I'm saying? Like if we're ever on a mission and shit, I'm not going to be. You can push forward to be the face at that point inside the walls, and people need to understand that. You know what I mean? Like, um, recruiting's going to be hard. That's why when I was talking about recruiting, it was I was naming people that I know I can trust. And what I mean by trust is if they don't join us, they're still not going to say anything. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not going to give them all the details. Like Dante, obviously, yeah, but Quinn, you can talk to Quinn. I'm not going to be the one to talk to Quinn, and the reason is I feel bad for him because Whalen, but I didn't know Whalen. I didn't hear Whalen on the radio. You get what I'm saying? Like I had my when I was up north at the northern compound, I had my radio off most of the time because I was trying to fix that place up for Remy. I was just a worker at that point. I wasn't nobody. You get what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, I'm
So,
more than happy to. I'm more than happy to go out and see who I can get, you know,
right,
and
right,
essentially be, you know, go on the public if we start doing public announcements, anything like that. Essentially, I will be, because let's be real, right? I was never, as much as I was vocal in the group, I was never vocal amongst the other communities. They never really knew me. They never really
right,
heard me, you
right,
know. Other than
right.
from my radio show, other than my
Hmm.
radio show way back then, no one really knew who I was. So now no one can really say where my allegiances lie. They knew me and you
Right,
were quite close in a way, but they didn't know like how far that extended. Do you know what I mean?
right, right,
So
right, right,
far
right.
as far as anyone asks me when it's out there, saying that we're completely separate from orchards, the orchard's completely dead. Whatever's happened there's happened. We're starting something new. That's to the public, but on
Hmm.
the backgrounds,
Right.
yeah, we haven't let this lie. We're gonna get retribution.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The sad part is, though, there's going to be people at the castle that's with Kat. that don't know the truth are never going to know the truth, and they're going to fight for her. Like Chestnut. I think Chestnut, like, it's weird that Chestnut just switched it up. And the reason I think he did, because I think he was lied to. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think it was directed towards me. Because why would Chestnut not say, I'm leaving? When I was there the other day, Chestnut's the one who let me in. It was like nothing. There was nothing there. It was like he didn't even know me. I was like, well, what's up? He was like, what's up? Chestnut's always chatted up with me. He's always laughed with me. When I was leaving, I said, what are you doing? He goes, what do you mean? I said, I guess you're staying. He goes, yeah. I said, you got some shitty leaders here, and you can't trust them. And he didn't say anything.
As far as I'm concerned, whoever's with us now is with us.
Right.
And whoever's within those walls, and they decide to stand by Cat or Remy, then they've made their choice.
Right, they made the wrong choice, I get it. But you get what I'm saying. Like, they're dying for something they don't even fucking know they're going to die for. They don't know the truth. That's the sad part.
Yeah. If we get the opportunity to give them an opportunity, then we will.
Okay,
but
right.
If it comes down to it, and they're between me and her, then they're going down.
I agree. Agreed. All right. I like this idea. I think Bylaw said he's going to wake up later.
Yeah, I'll be awake for a good while.
All right. I mean, I'm going to wake back up, but I just got to take some rest for a little bit. Do you know what I mean? I got to sleep for a little bit. Plus, the sun's getting ready to go down. Do you know what I mean? And I've been bugging out because I've been here all day by myself, wondering where Bylaw is and stuff like that. But yeah, let's see if we can get that Hummer, because he was telling me about that. We'll see if we can close up. There's a lock. I got a 3-code lock. Yeah. So this tent, I got some random shit in here. Food, building supplies and stuff. This one's all food. This is medical for Bylaw. Sorry, I'm like whispering. I don't know if you can hear me. This is all like tools and shit. We need a radiator for the car. I got the generator over here with a battery on it. The battery's pretty good. And
we need a flagpole.
Yeah, I know. And I got this tent. It's got all the ammo in it. Or the barrel's got the ammo in it and the guns. Them guns are loaded.
You see the uniforms I stole from the Southern Compound?
Well, no, most of them are still there. I know one of them. Plus, I also got some shit in my house that's next to the Southern Compound. But we can get that later. Do you know what I mean? And I have a lock on it.
Sweet. So do you want me to bring in this Ralph guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
If you trust him, I trust your judgment and everything like that. Oh, here. Come in here. I see your boots are fucked up. The good thing is I find these down the road all the time. In that little town that's right down the road, so you can keep that one. I got 3 other ones or 2 other ones, and I have one on me. And there's a house. I forget exactly which one it is, but in the town that's down the road a little ways. It's got a sink in it.
Oh, sweet. That's
right.
Good. So we can always fill up that water barrel if we need it.
Right. I've been saving. I got a pipe, and I got some epoxy. I think I need 2 more pipes. I think that's all I need to build a well. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to put a well.
I'll keep a lookout on it.
Right. I'm gonna try to put a well right in this corner, because it's out of the way. Right back here. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'll try and do some work on the walls while you're asleep and get as much of this going. I don't know how we've got for nails and stuff.
Right. But we do need a flagpole. We got we got a little under 2 boxes of nails left. You know what I mean?
Oh, Barlow said he crashed the Olga, didn't he?
I was with him. I was with him. I was
You're with it. Yeah,
I
so
was flipping, dude.
I'm glad he yeah, I'm glad he got the blowtorch out of it because I nicked that from Cat's Humvee.
Nice, 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 nice. But dude, she nicked it from us first, dude. Like that's what I mean. Like she would go around bitching about people touching this building supply and on. It's like, Cat, I'm the one who found it. Like you know what I mean? Like I can't tell you how many times I said shit like that to her. It's like that castle took all of our resources, all of it, in the middle of a fucking war. And I was like, you keep on pulling people. I don't know. It's just stupid, dude. I just think the whole fucking thing the whole time was that plan. I'm sorry.
And this, when me and Barlow were leaving the compound, it was like a fire sale. We were just chucking shit into the Olga as fast as we could and saying, let's get out of Dodge.
That's what I was doing the other day with them too. You know what I mean? I got all this fucking metal. Took that. Said fuck it. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you want to secure that other location, that's why I was showing you that co-lock. These building materials. I have this. Where's it at? So if you gotta make planks and stuff with the saw, you know what I mean? We got wire, we got pliers, we got the shovel, we got a co-lock. You know what I mean? And I would just secure it before we do anything to this place. Let's secure that place, and then we'll try to get, because it's not going to take that many resources. We just got to take these walls down and extend it over to the other side of the road, which is one wall over. You get what I'm saying? And we should be good.
Mm.
And then go past the fucking these walls and go to the bridge.
No, I'll go. Hey, if I get time, I still got my nods, so I'll probably head out tonight and go and get it secured. So
okay.
And then I'll try and get it secured, get the code lock on it. At least we have it there ready to go, and I'll just probably start building improvised shelters in it when I'm awake. You know,
Right.
I'm on my sleep schedule's got a bit more steady now, so hopefully I'll be on probably when no one else is awake, so I can move about freely. Might take the car out and try and just load
There's
up
no
on medical
radiator.
supplies and
We need a radiator.
oh, isn't that shit?
Yeah. So I got this. If you find a radiator, right? The reason this is out here to collect rainwater, I don't know if the water's clean because it was already in there, the water. But this I got out of a sink. But the water that's in the barrel, it's water, but I don't know if it's clean, so I wouldn't drink it. But if you get a radiator, that's how you can fill it up. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be clean now because I'm purifying it.
All right, cool. But yeah, that's why this is out here, so we can collect rainwater until we get the well. Do you know what I mean? And then once we get the well, I'm gonna turn this into a fire barrel so we can burn shit. I want to put a radio tower up on the roof for communications. That's what I mean. We got a lot of things that we got to set up before we start pushing shit forward.
Yeah. Let's get the wall secure first, and then we'll start thinking about the other stuff.
Right.
I don't know if Ralph's awake right now, but I'll probably catch up with him soon, and then try and bring him into this, and then we can start setting forward plans.
All right.
You know, when I was talking about the aid stations,
Mm-hmm.
you know, where we pretty much just put our location on the radio, right? So this is when, and we say, look, we've set up this place, We'll be here for a certain amount of time, but we're not going to go in there blind. We're going to have security up the wazoo. You know, we're going to be
Right.
we're not just going to be standing in the road. We're there ready to go and say that we're here to provide aid. Anyone would like to come along. We're not doing any trading. We're just offering food and medical assistance.
Hmm.
And then we move off. We start learning. Everyone starts seeing as we're the nice, happy people just offering aid.
Right.
But in the background, we're fucking shit up.
Right. I like it. I like it. So, Walls, that other location, we need to secure that. Quinn, Ralph, and Dante. If you can reach out to them and talk to them, that'd be great. And I might be up, like I said, later on. How long are you going to be up for?
Probably for next couple of hours, maybe.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, that works. I got your radio. I'll reach out to you and shit like that. If you're not here when I wake up, I know by law he said he's going to be up, but he's usually like a night owl. He gets up later on, so he'll probably be up, and we'll go from there.
Sweet brother.
All right, I'm going to start messing around with the board too for the Sons of Liberty board, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to write on like be on the lookout for certain supplies and all, and I'll make a list of like what we need for what, like you know what I mean, radio tower. This is what we need. You get what I'm saying? Water well. This is what we need. Stuff like that.
Good.
All
All
right.
right, then, man. You get some sleep and then I'll catch you too.
All right, brother.